Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is your daily go-getterism number 641 for July 6, 2016. Alright, today I want to talk to y'all about a very serious problem that we have going on out here in the world. And really, that problem is people that are too old, acting too ratchet, trying to be younger than they really are. We got to do something about this because it's getting kind of ridiculous, man. You know, like, people are not respecting their own age. They're not respecting time. They're not respecting even the younger people. Because the quickest way to make a younger person look bad is to have an older person imitate them. Whether they're imitating them in order to mock them or whether they're imitating them because they're trying to be like they are. So whenever I see a 50-year-old woman, dressing like scantily clad shit, wearing like 7-inch, 8-inch heels and all of that, stilettos and all of that, knowing she probably wasn't even wearing that stuff when she was in her 20s. I understand that it's a style and everything, but you don't have to do that. Rocking these hairstyles, the blue, the green, the pink, the purple, none of that shit look fly. I'm here to tell y'all straight up and down, that shit don't look fly, and that's coming from a man. And the brother's not getting out of this either, because there's a picture circulating on the internet right now with this old head. He's supposed to be 60 years old. I found out that he's really 54 years old. It has a beard, nice and trimmed up and shaped up and looking nice, but he has on these skinny jeans and these sneakers and all of that. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Now, because of the interview, from what I understand, he's saying that he's always been up on his style and all of that. I'm not trying to hear that. Listen, my man, you had your time. If you're 54 years old, then that means that the 70s and early 80s, that was your time. That was your era. That's when you rocked out. That's when you were doing your thing. That's when you were a hottie, if you was like that back then. Not in 2016. Don't nobody want to see nobody grandfather in those skinny jeans and Air Jordans or something like that, trying to take the shine away from our youth. And it's not even just the way that you dress. The real problem is the way that you act. Now I'm get off the dude with the skinny jeans. Personally, I don't think anybody should wear skinny jeans. Old, young, thin, fat, thick, whatever. Like, men need to, at any age, cut it out. But I don't really want to make this an angry video. Really, what I want to do is I want to make this an informational video, just like I would do any other day. And what the real problem is that I want to talk about today is, when you start talking about older people acting like younger people, younger people have to look towards older people in order to get an example of how to be, how to act, how to conduct themselves. So we have to look towards our elders to show us what respect looks like, what decorum looks like, the right things to say, timing, when to say certain things. Not just talking all reckless out of your mouth and letting your emotions dictate exactly what you say and what you do. You can't live your life like that, because if you do, it can end your life quickly. Not just end your life physically, in the physical form, but it can end your professional life. Because you really can't get anywhere if you are unable to deal with people. And you can't deal with people effectively if you allow your emotions to dictate everything that you do. And that's why you have such a high incidence of young black youth, young black males, that's what I meant to say, in prison, because they didn't know what to do and then they didn't know what to say in accordance with what they have done and what they're being charged for. Of course, they didn't get a proper legal representation and all of those kind of things, and the legal system is just all about money and all of that. That's why we have to do our best to stay up out of that. So you make your biggest mistakes when you're younger. You make your biggest mistakes when you're young, because you're trying to learn, and you may do 5 to 10 years in jail because of your inexperience, your immaturity, your inability to deal with certain things. Your limited knowledge of the way things work, your limited knowledge of the legal system, your limited knowledge of the justice system, or because the legal justice system and the justice system, it's not exactly the same. The word justice and legal, they're not exactly synonymous. But what I'm saying is, you can't be an old head out here selling drugs on the corner. That's not for you. That's past tense for you. You ain't got no business doing that. I don't care how hard times are. You can't be out there on that corner, and you can't be out there encouraging the youth to be out there on that corner either. You know, you make these mistakes when you a young cat. Same thing with the ladies. You know, the way you dressing for these men, the example that you're setting. You know, you gotta raise these babies. This generation is nothing but an extension of you. They are a repetition and a replication of you. So if you're trying to act like them, that means that you didn't learn the lessons that you were supposed to learn back then. And I know nobody wants to get old. Nobody wants to be played out. Nobody wants to feel like their time has passed. But the time that you're in is the best time of your life, as long as you respect the process that you're going through. You went through your younger years in order to get to your older years, and your older years are your golden years. And the reason that they're golden is because that's when you get your shine on. If you play it correctly. And you're not getting your shine on by trying to be something that you probably never were. Because if you try to recapture your youth through the physical form, by your looks and everything, then it would make more sense to try to get back to the health that you used to have. Not just dressing up the part, but get back to that healthy state. So when you were younger, you were thinner, and you were tighter, and you were more vibrant. Try to get back to that. And you can only do that by diet and exercise. But see, we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to paint it on, and we want to throw it on, and we want to sew it on, and we want to do surgery. I guess that's part of sewing it on, but we can do better than that. You can do better than that. I can do better than that. Anybody can do better than that. And trust me, nobody wants to stay young more than I do. So I'm not just saying this to you. I'm saying it to me. I have to remind myself sometimes, though, man, I can't be out there. I can't ball with them young cats. I can't. I'm over 40. I need to be with the over 40 crowd. Not saying that, people in their 30s, I don't have nothing to say to them because that's not true. And I have a lot to say to the youth. I think that they're starving for knowledge. But how they gonna get knowledge and wisdom from me if I'm trying to be what they are? How I'm gonna do that? I can't do that. I can't do that. So let's do a little better. Let's do a little better. If you want to get back to your youthful years, get back to your youthful figure. Get in the gym. Diet a little bit. Watch the things that you do. All things in moderation. Practice moderation. But practice getting up off your ass too. Don't just try to play the part of the youth. Raise up the youth by setting a good example for who you are today. So don't dress up like a young person. Be the young person on the inside. And you know what, it's ratchet. Like I ain't even have time to go into all of this, the craziness that we see on the internet, which is really the ratchetness that I was going to talk about, because that's not necessary. I'm not going to talk about how these old heads be going back and forth on the internet making threats and talking about what they going to do to each other. You must be out of your mind. Got to be. Problem is, y'all don't even know how to spell. How you going to not know how to spell or put together a decent sentence on the internet, but you want to play tough Tony? He was a dummy. Sorry to even come like that. I'm not talking about anybody specific. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and listen. If you want to get back to the youth that you feel like you didn't get enough out of, get in the gym or do some exercises. You know what I mean? If y'all follow me, you know I'm all about that. You know what I mean? And I'm all about that for people in my age frame, because we got to get back. We got to get healthier. We got to get stronger. We got to get wiser. We got to get this stress off our back. We got to get this depression away from us. We got to improve our financial situation, and we got to improve our overall health from head to toe, physically, mentally, and emotionally. The Urban Therapy with Sun Show today, and we're talking about, are black men and women divided beyond repair? Yo, holla at us. I'll give y'all later. Peace. Oh, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know what I mean? Call the number 347-677-1533. 347-677-1533.